Miami.
Oh, okay.
What happened over here?
Where?
Oh, the lip. That's what I'm seeing.
Oh, that's from because we.
Also, Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's to you, your loved ones, your family, and whatever else you have going on for this year. Goals you didn't make last year, set them for this year. Dreams you didn't have for last year, set them for this year. You know, anything could happen at any given moment. So let's wish for something new. And let's hit the road. I'm gonna roll down the window so you can hear the cold start. Not much of a cold start. Oh well. Anyway, you can still hear the car as we drive today. So we're gonna head down to Dre's house, meet up with him and Mike. Dre also has a RC350. His is white. His is known as a Ghost down here in South Florida. And Mike has a 2023 or maybe 21 IS350. His is called the Demon Trooper. Demon Trooper is the playoff of the Star Wars characters. Now, Star Wars fans, I do not know this as accurate, so, you know, don't quote me, don't yell at me, it's not my fault. You know, I like Star Wars, but I'm not deep into the lore like that. All right, here we go. Now, last year for New Year's, I had a resolution, you know, start the channel, get a car with something that people would enjoy watching. You know, at the time I had a 2010 Mazda 3 that I was thinking of turning into a show car, but at the same time I did want something with a little more power. And you know, not a lot of people are looking at 2010 Lexus, not 2010 Lexus, I'm sorry, looking at 2010 Mazda 3s. So I went with the RC350. Thinking about getting an RCF, saw the RCF, thought it was amazing and liked the design. I was originally gonna get an ISF, but being that it was a 2008 model, I wanted something with a little bit more creature comfort for 2023. So I got the 2016 RCF. It wasn't that delayed in technology, maybe the heads-up display unit. Other than that, you know, it drives fine, it's pretty quick. The 350 has about 310 horsepower, so I could live with that as far as speed goes compared to the 130 with the Mazda 3. And it's a reliable platform too, you know. With Toyota as the parent company of Lexus, you know, there's already one RC, a 2015 RC that I believe has 500,000 miles. I think it was at 444,000 last time I checked. I'm gonna put a quick screenshot of it right here so you guys can see. But I mean, if you just take care of your car, it'll treat you right, especially with Toyota brands. The million-mile Lexus, I think it's a Lexus ES. I'm not sure which one that is. I also have to double check that. I'll post that here too, as far as a record-breaking million-mile Lexus. But maybe it's a little bias on my part because it's my car, I like it, but I also have had other cars. I've had Jeeps, I've had Dodges, I've had Mazdas, I've had 3 BMWs, E90s, E92, E90, and 2 E90s. So I had 2 E90s and an E92. So the E90 platform I have a love-hate relationship with. Most of it's been hate because I've had to do a lot of repairs on it. So those were the days of the infancy of this channel. Those videos of the repairs on the BMW are either lost or completely outdated and unedited, since I didn't really have a lot of equipment at the time. I didn't really know how to record. The space wasn't a big thing for me as far as trying to figure out how much data I'm actually using and recording on this device. Not this actual one, but any camera that I had at the time. And it wasn't something that I really knew about because I did have the channel. So Also about the channel too, this channel started as a Jeep channel. Actually, it started as a Jeep channel. I had a 2010 Jeep Wrangler JKU, lifted on 35s, rail kit, everything else like that, and it didn't really work out. I ended up blowing the engine based on a faulty oil pressure sensor. Didn't even know oil pressure sensor went out, and come to find out, blew the engine on a Jeep. So that was a disappointment, but was very big into it, and it was supposed to be a Jeep slash fishing channel. So I did have videos recorded for that. I didn't upload those as well, because I would go out and I wouldn't catch anything. I tried to model my channel after Lojo Fishing, John, I believe his name is John Brolin Fishing, a few other guys too. And you know, being in Florida, I do love fishing. I know how to fish. It's been fun. But that was during COVID, when everything was closed. You only had whatever you had with you at the time. You weren't able to buy anything new, and things just worked out as they were. Oh, hello. BMW came by, and I'm pretty sure he does rolling shots too. Probably won't see him. So after trying to get an identity for the channel, I decided, you know what, let me just put out some informational car YouTube videos to see how that would go. Most of it at the time was recorded by me, as far as there's some voiceovers were automated, but the script and everything else was by me. A lot of it might have been outdated based on the fact that those videos I made pretty much in 2020 or 2019, but the quality of them weren't that good. You know, I mean, you can still find those videos on the channel. There's one that is a E90 versus the 2008, I think, IS250, which would be the better first car for a new enthusiast. And that's going to be tagged in this card up here. But when I had that, it's all very new. This channel's still pretty much young. 2023 is the first year that I actually committed to it, more so now towards the end than at the beginning, because at the beginning it was just trying to have time to record content, and if I did record content, how long would it take for me to put it out, things like that. So, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, just record every day, put something out, cool. I did that as best as I could with the YouTube shorts. So the shorts were something that I was trying out for the first time, especially on Instagram too. And you know, it helped grow the channel as far as my Instagram goes. But my YouTube, still slow, still steady. Need some subscribers, need some likes, need some views. It's a process. It's still young, it's still new. And this is something that, you know, I want to do for fun. This is something that, if successful, takes off full time. Because I do love cars. And being in South Florida, there's nothing but supercars, highways, open roads, and good weather. This is New Year's Day, first day 2024, and it is 73 degrees outside, bright and sunny, not a cloud in the sky. And I want to say open road because Florida traffic during this time of the year has all the snowbirds from Canada, New York, Boston. You know, a lot of northerners come down to the south to spend time with their families, have vacation homes, you know, just get out of the blizzards and the snowstorms. But in doing so, they do not know how to get out of the passing lane and think it's the HOV lane, so where you'll see a whole bunch of SUVs with 5, 6, 7 people in the car, and then they'll drive the speed limit like it's completely fine. But no, in Florida, if you don't go over 65 in this lane, please get out of the lane. Please. It frustrates us real Floridians. So that being said, you know, I have love for down here in Florida. There's a variety of cars too, you know. It goes to say Florida is a place where you can do things all year round and not really have to change as much. You know, we have car shows year round, we have sports year round, we have different events that happen all year round without, you know, much disturbance based on weather or channel is highlight supercars. I would say a lot of the people who've inspired me for this channel has been Tavares, especially being that he's in Orlando and just seeing how he's a wrencher and gets his hands dirty with all of his cars and all of his rebuilds. I pretty much, and also actually flying wheels. I think what got me more into cars was that during COVID, everybody got the stimulus check, and he put out a video, you know, turning $500 into a Ferrari, which he recently completed a few years later. But Craig, I just want to give a shout out to you. You know, you've inspired me as far as flipping cars. I did that for a while. The first car that I flipped was the E90, the black E90. Needed valve cover replacement, Vanos sensors, and a Valvetronic motor. All needed to be replaced on it, and I was able to do so. That was the first car that kind of brought me into the E90 world. We ended up keeping that for a few months, and then ended up selling that. After that, I had a Ford Focus, Ford Fiesta, two more E90s, the E90 and E92 I mentioned before. What else did I have as far as cars to flip? I think that was it during that time. Then I got stuck with the Ford Fiesta for a while based on some issues with the title, and the BMWs ended up becoming a money pit, and the girlfriend, you know, she loved that at all. So I stopped flipping cars for a while. I haven't done any lately, but as far as inspirations goes, flying wheels, Tavares, love Ed Bollion's interviews from VinWiki. My job's literally across the street from John to Marion for Curated, and I've met Adam LZ at an event down here in West Palm Beach at a drifting event. Or some other YouTubes. I saw Dave from DDE. He was at one of the events that I go to every weekend, not every weekend, every month down here in South Florida at the Hard Rock called Supercar Saturday. Other YouTube channels that I watch, I mean, the guys from Throttled with their builds, Simple Builds, shout out to them. Condor Rebuilds, I used to watch him a few years ago. You know, things where guys, oh, Jared Pink too, another Jared. Him and Tavares were great friends, still are great friends. I don't personally know their relationship, but watching them has been awesome. Let me think, who else? Various YouTube channels, say the least, have inspired me throughout the years, and I just have a love for cars. You know, I have a love for cars, I have a love for wrenching. I'm not the know-all subject matter expert on cars. I just know what I know from what I've worked on, what I've seen, what I've encountered personally. I'm not, like I said, an expert in any way, shape, or form. I do try to create entertaining and informative and educational content for you guys, especially since, you know, like I said, South Florida, there's always a car show, always a car meet, either 4 or 5 times a week in different parts of the Tri-County area. With that being said, you know, I am an adult. I'm 33 years old, so I'm not going to be partaking in any takeovers, drag races, things like that. You know, and especially being a founding member of a car club, Unity South Florida Car Club, we have a reputation of that. You know, we're not speeding and driving 100 miles an hour and then 20 miles an hour. We're not doing that. We don't condone, we don't partake in any of that. You know, we like our members to be mature, and it's not only Lexus members in this group, because we do have predominantly RCs in our group. It's just a sense of maturity that we gotta have with our members that we appreciate. Now, as far as the directive of the channel, it all comes down to, you know, what it is you guys want to see. You know, you could comment in the comments, say, hey, this is something that we want to see. You want more car shows, you want more supercars, you want more junkyard videos, you want more how-to videos. You know, we could do it all. I've put some how-to videos out as far as turning this into a show car, which is something that I want to set for 2024. We have Low and Clean coming up on the 20th, I believe. Low and Clean's on the 20th. Supercar Saturday's on the 13th. And me and my crew are going to partake in both of those events for show cars. We have about 8 members at the time, always growing, always, you know, looking for other people to join, collab with, things of that nature. And with me down here, you know, there's other YouTubers, YouTube channels that I'm always open to working with. To shout out a few, FKN Slow, Ron, Mr. O-Dog, Nelson up in New York, you know, want to collaborate with him whenever he's in town or I go up there. Sterling Bills out west. Guys need to check out his YouTube and his Instagram. You know, he has a Chevy with a 2JZ in it. He just got a GTR that he's rebuilding the engine in that. So there are people you guys definitely should follow that I know personally, that I also want to eventually end up collaborating with one day. I almost missed my turn. But so there's always something going on down here, you know, and it's been great for this past year. I got the Lexus, I got the Unity crew, I got some great sponsors with JPM Carbon, Windbooster, Japanese Muscle, and Wheel Lab, as far as cars and sponsors go. But if anybody else wants to sponsor the channel with the car content, you know, just let me know, introduce yourselves, and I'll be more than able to help out. We could work something out, and we could, you know, have a beneficial relationship for both of our brands. So we are now arriving to Dre's house. Should be up in a few lights, and we should also be meeting up with Mike, who has his IS. Not sure what we're gonna do today. Just a little drive video in the Lexus to show you guys, you know, reliability, smoothness. I don't know if you guys were able to hear the exhaust at all, but you know, these are some things that are going on here. I'm probably scratching the hell out of my monitor in the back seat. That's not good. I got that monitor for editing. At a thrift store, $15, nice 24-inch Acer monitor, but you know, what I really need is a better editing computer, because right now I'm doing it off of my older second laptop that I have, so it's not all good, but something to work on. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for being members, all the subscribers that I currently have, all the viewers that stop by to watch, even if it's on the short, swiping in, swiping away, and learning how to or something of that variation. You know, I appreciate you all, and thank you for watching the channel. And hopefully you guys, you know, like, share, subscribe, send it to your friends, and see, you know, what's for you and what's not, you know, because I appreciate each and every one of you that do this. I appreciate everybody who's watched in 2023. I appreciate anybody who's going to come watch in 2024. And I could guarantee you 2024 is going to have a lot more shows, a lot more content. I am sorry because I am so tall. A lot more shows, a lot more content. A lot more how-to videos, and a lot more of me and the Lexus. I do have my brother's car that I want to rebuild. I do have a couple of friends that want to modify their cars. I do have a lot of things. And we are at Dre's house. Here we are. What's good, guy? Pretty good. Happy New Year's to you, man.
Bro, I just noticed something.
What's that?
Because for me to read, I use these, right? They're magnifying glasses. I just got close to my car, and you see all these yellow little... Look.
Oh, they're like ticks. Those are ticks, isn't that? They're not. It's not paint. It's not your paint.
I'm thinking like iron what do they call those things? Iron content. Just looking at it. Because my oldest son, he sells this iron remover. He said those are the best things for that.
But it's not iron. They're like little mites.
Yeah, like little.
And when they get wet, they
But it's
they
crazy
pop.
because you try to like look, they won't come off. Look. You see?
Oh wow.
Look, and they're all over.
Yeah, you got oxidized.
I literally just noticed that. Like, I came outside because I have this touch-up paint that Mike wants me to touch up on his car. So I had a little scrape right there, and I just touched it up. And when I'm looking, I see all that. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to do like a paint correction.
Yeah.
Like a nice buffing. I guess it's from this.
Get a quick detail. Get a quick
I
detail.
don't park my car nowhere else but here.
No, that kicks up from the ground. Yeah. Because I've seen those on my car too.
Yeah.
But I got the palm trees, so like all of the residue from the palm trees sits on top. Yeah. Quick detail. Oh, you're going to clean culture.
That's this side of the car.
Yeah. Ask Michael. We got details from this detailer from the last supercar show, and I think they're nearby, and they come out to your house and do like a full detail, maybe like $200 or $300 though.
Yeah. Right now, after Christmas, you know how it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna give it a good wash, really, really good.
It's still clean though. The
Yeah,
ghost.
I mean, yeah, definitely nobody's gonna get that close.
The ghost.
Like, I just noticed it today, and it's my car.
Yeah.
So if I notice it today, I'm imagining nobody else is gonna see it.
Nobody else is gonna see it. Nobody's gonna really notice. You got the stock shark fin?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about changing mine.
Well, a different color.
Yeah, the carbon.
Because there's someone that goes over it, that you don't even gotta remove that one. It's like a plastic shell with double-sided tape.
Like a cap, like the
Yeah, it's just like a cap
caps.
that goes right over it. You don't have to bother with taking that one off.
I think I may do that.
Like, it fits perfect. Because I had got one for the Infinity, and it was just like that. It's hollow, and just how this is, like in the inside, and you just pop it right on.
It sits on top. I got approved for low and clean.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we're good for Miami, but clean culture.
Because you had told me the other day they didn't approve you and they send your money back.
No, that's clean culture. Clean culture said no. Low and clean is the one in Miami.
Oh, okay.
What happened over here?
Where?
Oh, the lip. That's what I'm seeing.
Oh, that's from because the other day, all that cement came. So every time when it rained, every time I come out, that would get all over my car.
The paint.
It's still in there.
No, your graphics are peeling.
Yeah.
You gotta redo those.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash my car this week. I'm gonna go one by one and re-glue them, and then like next month I'll just reglue. Cause now they sell the whole strip. Now it's not gonna be one by one.
That's the cement paint.
Yeah, those are chips. I gotta paint that this week too. This week I gotta do a lot of things before Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it back there. I've done that before. Just gonna tape everything off and just respray that. Clean the rims really good. Clean all this inside. All this the cement color is from that.
And then the ghost will be on the road again. I mean, it already is on the road.
Yeah, that emblem made a big difference.
You should put like a light behind it. You should put like a little LED light on the bottom. So
They put it up.